Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson with the latest from Denver 7. Enjoy the start to this Thursday because there's more of a chance you'll see some rain and storms later today.
It's a busy weekend in Denver, too. Lisa has your first alert forecast.
Yeah, and right now we are looking at a pretty good chance, you guys, for some thunderstorms each afternoon and evening as we head into the weekend. Today is going to be about 10 degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday. Some low 80s today. It looks like it's going to be one of the coolest days that we've seen since early July. More storms both today and tomorrow, and there will be a slight risk for a little severe weather. You'll see that here in green, a marginal risk that we'll see some heavy rain, lightning, and even a little hail and wind, mainly east of I-25. I'm going to detail these storms and we'll show you on our Super 7-Day what to expect for the weekend, you guys, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Lisa. A mudslide in the high country shut down a county road in the small town of Marble, and you can see from pictures posted to the community Facebook page, the entire road there was just covered in debris and water. And you can see from this map that Marble is south of Glenwood Springs and to the west of Aspen. The town has this road back open, but there could still be some lingering water. This is the same area where we saw avalanches over the winter, so a lot of that debris is down tree limbs.
Today, results of an environmental assessment are expected to come back at Metropolitan State University of Denver. This is part of the university's probe to see if there's a link to 4 professors recently being diagnosed with cancer. Denver 7 reporter Eric Lufer is at the campus with what's expected to happen next.
A town hall meeting is set for this Monday. That is where university officials will share the results of an environmental test. Right now, they're saying there's no reason to believe that the West Classroom building is unsafe and that this test was out of an abundance of caution. A few weeks back, it was revealed the university wasn't taking any chances, though, after 3 staffers who all worked in the West Classroom building on campus revealed they have cancer. 2 of those employees have breast cancer, a third has liver cancer. All were diagnosed in the last 6 months. 2 years ago, a 4th co-worker died from lung cancer. But after the news broke, this retired Metro State education professor talked to Denver 7. She says she's been taking a running list of her colleagues diagnosed with cancer.
Out of 14 people, we had 10 different people diagnosed with a variety of cancers.
She says every single one of them worked with her in the West Classroom. Right now, the university is focusing on a small cluster of offices on the 2nd floor. Leslie would like to see their work expanded to find out if it's an unfortunate coincidence or a serious health concern. Again, results from that environmental test are due back today, but they won't be released to the public until Monday, the 12th of this month. It'll happen at 3 o'clock in the afternoon during a town hall meeting at the King Center right here on campus. I'm Eric Lufer, Denver 7.
Questions continue to rise this morning in light of this video out of Colorado Springs. It shows a 19-year-old black man being chased by police investigating a robbery. Those officers eventually shot and killed that man, saying he reached for a gun. But protests have since taken over Colorado Springs the past 2 days.
He didn't have anything in his hands. He did not brandish any type of weapon. The police officer did not try and chase him, did not try and tase him. He took out his gun and he shot him.
So those officers are now on leave, and body cam video is waiting to be released. The mayor of Colorado Springs is calling for peace until the investigation is finished. Today, Colorado State Patrol will release new details about their investigation into a state trooper's death. Trooper William Medane was hit and killed while responding to a crash along I-70 near Deer Trail. State Patrol will explain more about the charges related to that crash.
When you're driving throughout Denver, make sure you double check your speed limit because those signs will be changing soon. Mayor Michael Hancock announced plans to reduce speed on several high traffic roads, hoping to improve safety. So over the next few months, these streets will see their speed limits reduced, starting with West Evans Avenue from Federal Boulevard to Huron Street. Others will eventually include Peoria Street. Right now, the city says there will be no changes to Colfax or Federal, which are 2 of the most dangerous roads.
Take a look at the progress CDOT is making on rebuilding the collapsed portion of US 36 in Westminster. On the left shows when that highway first crumbled, and on the right shows Air Tracker 7 flying over the highway yesterday. Crews have removed a good portion of the highway there and have layered dirt to add reinforcements into the highway to prevent something like this from happening again. CDOT also finished installing a glare screen to protect drivers from the construction lights. Final repairs could still take weeks.
Families living along the Central 70 construction zone may be stuck listening to construction work overnight for the next 3 years. The Central 70 project started last year, and already there are major changes along the corridor between Peoria and Brighton Boulevard. The contractor asked the city of Denver for a noise variance, basically permission to be loud, until December of 2022 so they could work at night. Instead, Denver's Board of Health gave them a 1-year variance. But that variance was renewable, and now the contractor is asking to renew it. The city is getting mixed comments from neighbors and residents. The city is holding a hearing on the noise variance tonight at the Swansea Recreation Center. Officials say they expect a high turnout of people to weigh in on that noise variance.
With the growing popularity of CBD nationwide, the hemp industry in Colorado is really starting to pick up steam, and now the state is trying to make sure the industry stays strong. Denver 7's Nicole Brady explains the first step that the state is making to make sure farmers are protected.
CBD, we know, starts at the farm. It's made from hemp, which is similar to marijuana, but with a much lower THC content. And because CBD is so popular right now, demand for hemp is up as well. The state agriculture department says it's processing about 20 new registrations to grow hemp every week. And the reason pretty clear: an acre of hemp could be worth over $100,000 to a farmer. Compare that to corn and other commodity prices, which have been depressed for several years and sometimes produced at a loss. But switching to hemp isn't as easy as planting some seed. It's about a $10,000 initial investment. There aren't any approved pesticides for hemp, and there's no insurance right now. So if a hailstorm takes out your hemp crop, you probably aren't covered.
If you decide that you want to produce hemp, look at it as a speculative crop and be sure that you're only investing what you can afford to lose.
The state is hoping to look out for farmers while still promoting and growing the industry through the Colorado Hemp Advancement and Management Plan. This is a plan that's due to the federal government by this fall. Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
Nicole, thank you. As our Colorado grows, rent prices have been spiraling up. But finally, experts say new housing is keeping up with demand and stabilizing rent prices.
In 2010, we only built 498 apartments in the Denver metro area. We're now building that same amount every 2 weeks. So we're seeing a lot of changes here.
Experts say there are 28,000 units under construction in the city of Denver right now. Today, you can check out some new high-tech homes available on the Front Range. The Parade of Homes starts, and one of the homes in Douglas County is a Samsung-connected home that lets you see new technology in action. You can use an app to control the lights, use cameras to see who's at your front door, or even see inside your fridge from the grocery store. That's pretty cool. Denver's Parade of Homes is free. The tour includes homes ranging from $200,000 to $2.5 million. Now here's Lisa with a check of our forecast.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you those storms that are going to pop up today. Right now we're under quite a bit of cloud cover, more clouds to start early on, and we're going to see thunderstorms popping up that's going to bring some heavy rain to areas. Flash flood watches go into effect across the southern Front Range this afternoon, from the Springs to Pueblo to Trinidad and up and through some of the burn scars. That's where we could see some flash flooding later today with these areas of heavier rain. Here's what that looks like on Futurecast, and some of the clouds that we're seeing this morning will break up a bit by about 11 o'clock. So we'll see briefly a little bit of sunshine. Low 80s today, low to mid 80s for highs, and by 11 the mountains will start to see some scattered storms and showers. Those will obviously then roll east, and by about 2 to 3 o'clock we'll start to see some rain. The threat for potentially some stronger storms mainly east of I-25, but there along the Palmer Divide and then stretching toward Lyman, we could see some larger hail, damaging winds, and again some areas of heavier rain. And look at how our temperatures drop with those storms rolling through into the 60s and 70s later today. By 8:30, most of the big storms will be off to our east, but there's still a chance we're going to see a few lingering here in town for the start of the Billy Joel concert tonight at Coors Field. Tomorrow morning, it looks like in the 60s again. We'll see another round of storms tomorrow afternoon, although it does look to be a little drier with highs in the, it looks like, upper 80s tomorrow afternoon. Now, tomorrow, the Zac Brown Band is going to be at Coors Field. It's a busy couple of days for outdoor concerts here in town, so take a look at the Super 7 Day. We're expecting our temperatures to likely be again starting off off in the 70s or at least low 80s for that concert and then drop into the 70s. Saturday, we're in the upper 80s. We're going to see a few more thunderstorms each afternoon through the weekend. 85 on Sunday, and then you guys, it gets hot again next week. Another round of kids heading back to school on Monday, and they'll be getting off the bus on Tuesday with a high of 90 degrees.
All right, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for watching this Denver 7 Now update.
Make sure you check back here later today for another update and download the free Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great Thursday.